What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is David Hanlon, aka the Laptop Legend, and I really hope you guys saw my video about DogeCoin last night because I talked about it when it was at 0.0075 and now it just passed 1 penny, and that was a super important psychological resistance level. For those of you guys who are not super into this and don't know what that means, it's basically the fact that these whole price numbers are a lot more likely to be an area where prices turn. So if a stock is rising or cryptocurrency is rising and it hits $10 or it hits $1 or it hits 1 penny, it's a lot more likely to bounce off that area because there's a lot more sellers at that area than at your typical, just random price point. And the fact that it was able to break through that is a really good sign that it could potentially squeeze up and see new highs. If you don't remember the last video, the all-time highs are 1.88 cents on this. I think it depends on the exchange. Some people say 1.7 cents, but if we hit 2 cents on this, it will be an all-time high. And a lot of people are saying, I'm ready for this to hit $1. I personally don't believe that it can go that high, and I will be taking profits long before then. But in this video, I want to discuss exactly why I think it can't get that high, but how high I think it can get, and just kind of explain my reasoning on some of this stuff. So let's take a look at my laptop and really show you guys what my reasoning is. All right, guys, so I'm here at my computer, and just a quick reminder, if you guys are not subscribed already, definitely make sure to do that because I talk about a lot of different stocks. I traded one that I bought in at $5.80 and it went up to $38 in one day. So definitely look at that. There's a lot of really helpful information that you guys can make money on besides just DogeCoin. But now that we're at my computer, let's get into the chart. So this is Bitcoin today, and I made my video last night talking about DogeCoin right as Bitcoin was ready to rip through 30,000. There was I think over 10 million, maybe around 20 million, just under 20 million of sellers at 30,000, and it $20 million of sellers, and it just absolutely ripped through that. And once it did, it went on this massive run. Now it's at 32,770, and this is the same thing that happened here at 20,000, man. It couldn't break this resistance for a long time, and when it finally did, it was able to go on this massive run. And that's the power of psychological resistance levels. And we're at a similar thing with DogeCoin when it's breaking through 1 penny, because there were a ton of sellers there, and it couldn't break it for a while. It bounced off just like Bitcoin bounced off 20,000, but it was able to just rip right through that. And at this point, I really think we're going to test all-time highs. And why do I think that? Well, if you go look at the history in general, if you go look at the 5-year graph for Bitcoin, back when Bitcoin was first spiking up and it tested, that 20,000 area for the very first time, that was back right in 2018, right at the beginning, late 2017. And if you look at the DogeCoin price, it pretty much did the exact same thing. Bitcoin creates hype for all of the cryptocurrencies that exist, and they pretty much all spike together. And you can see that here. This was slightly delayed, but when Bitcoin hit its all-time highs in, I guess, late 2017, this started spiking and then hit its all-time highs in very early 2018. So I expect to see a similar thing. When we're getting this massive run on Bitcoin, I really expect to see a slightly delayed big run on DogeCoin as well. And if we go based on the all-time highs of the past for DogeCoin, it hit 1.88 cents or 1.7 cents, depending on the exchange that you're looking at. I think this could easily hit, a 3 cent level, especially if it rips through that 2 cent area. 2.5 cents is probably going to be a big psychological resistance level because that is a quarter of 10 cents, that whole round number. So I expect to see some resistance there for sure, but I'm ready to see how far this thing can go, man, and I'm very excited. Now, in terms of can it get to $1, here's why I don't think it can. Now, you guys might not understand what this means. I'm not trying to, belittle you or anything, but some people just, don't understand. They just buy it because they enjoy it. But this is what the circulating supply of Doge is. And this means that there is 127 billion Dogecoins available, which means that if Dogecoin ever reached $1, the market cap of Dogecoin would be $127 billion. And that sounds like a lot of money, but you might not know how much that is. Just to put in perspective, these are the 100 largest companies in the world by market capitalization in 2020. And you can go down here, 127 billion ranks it above Royal Dutch Shell, it ranks it above Wells Fargo, Accenture, Bank of China, AI Group, all of these massive companies. I'll go through a couple more, see if there's any more that we recognize. Citigroup, it's above Charter. The Internet, Union Pacific, Broadcom, IBM, all of these massive companies that you see here, Anheuser-Busch, Starbucks, all of these. Dogecoin is more valuable than all those. I mean, come on, man. Let's be real here. Now, DogeCoin actually has more application than I realized. In terms of technology, I don't think it's really that great. I think there's a lot of other cryptocurrencies that are a lot more advanced. I haven't really done my research on crypto too much because I'm a lot more into stocks. But in general, you know, crypto is based off of the ability for use in a broad, I guess, department. You know, the more broad scale use, widespread use that it has, the more potential that it has to be a really big thing. And obviously there's other factors that come into play, you know, how many people are talking about, how much news coverage it gets, how much institutional investing there is in it. But in this case, we can see DogeCoin has a lot of different things that we want to look at. And the reason that it spikes up a lot of times here, I'm trying to find, yeah, there we go. So what drives the price of DogeCoin? Number one thing that I've seen that drives the price of DogeCoin is media attention. And back when I made my first video about DogeCoin was right after I was featured in Vanity Fair for trading DogeCoin because I bought it because the TikTok hype was going insane. I don't know if you guys remember that, but basically it got pumped up on TikTok. You know, everyone buy this, let's see what we can make it do. And I think it went up, you know, at least 100%, maybe a couple 100%. And, you know, I was able to get some nice quick profits on that. So when there's a lot of media attention on DogeCoin, it really spikes up, even though it has so many coins outstanding. And like it says here, you know, there haven't been any major updates since 2015 in terms of the technology. So it's not super great. But in terms of what people are actually using this for, apparently it's used to tip people. You know, I'm trying to find exactly where it is. Yeah, so you can see here, it says one of the most common uses for DogeCoin today is as a tipping service. Users will tip other users for posts or contributions that they believe deserve recognition. It's like liking, but it has more impact. So it's kind of like a little donation. And I think they use this on Twitch sometimes, stuff like that. So, I mean, this does have more application than I thought it did. I thought it was literally just a meme, and it's definitely not just a meme. I mean, it definitely is still a meme. We got the little Doge dog right there. Wow, such much coin, how money, like... I don't know, that stuff cracks me up. But in general, you know, this is not going to have the crazy type of widespread application that a lot of the other cryptocurrencies have. So I really, really do not expect this to hit $1. Again, that would make it more valuable than Starbucks, than Wells Fargo, all these companies that have billions in sales. And it would just be a little pointless. But I think now that it's hit 1 penny, I think it's going to start getting a lot more media attention, especially with Bitcoin ripping through $30,000 like it was nothing. So I really expect this to continue running and to at least test all-time highs. And if it can rip on through that, you know, we could easily see another couple cent run, maybe up to 5 cents, maybe 10 cents. Like if it goes absolutely insane, I would expect it, you know, I mean, I would expect 5 to be a lot personally. That would put it 10 billion. Maybe not quite 10, I mean, what was that? 7 million, something like that. So, I mean, that's still a huge market cap for DogeCoin, which is basically just a meme. But that is my prediction on this, guys. So if you found it helpful, make sure to subscribe, like this video, and, you know, turn on the post notifications because I post a lot of helpful videos like this all the time. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, let's grow better together.
Besar tu boca si te despiertas, mi tiempo también es tuyo porque me inspiras. Solo quiero que seas la única que así me mira.